There's a new kind of currency in our world, and it's not money. It's attention. And for some, the need to get it has become a dangerous obsession, an obsession they're willing to pay the ultimate price for. Today, we're going to dig into this really troubling trend, this deadly desire for viral fame, and the stories that show us what it truly costs. Okay, I want you to picture this. It's total chaos. There's a young boy standing on the very edge of a shopping mall roof, and it looks like he's about to jump. Below him, a crowd is just swelling, some people are yelling, some are praying, and way too many are just filming. It's a horrifying sight. But then, in this moment of panic, a group of people has this incredible idea. They grab a huge piece of cloth and stretch it out tight, like a makeshift net. The boy falls, and they catch him. He's hurt, yeah, but he's alive. And later, after all the chaos dies down, he's asked the one question that's on everybody's mind. Why? Why did you do it? And his answer? Well, it was simple, and it was absolutely chilling. He did it all because he said he wanted to go viral. Now, it would be really comforting to just write this off as some tragic, one-time thing, but it's not. It's a symptom of a much, much bigger problem, a kind of digital octopus, if you will, that's got its tentacles wrapped around our youth, whispering this dangerous lie that fame is the only thing that makes a life worth living. And let me be clear, this isn't some fringe idea we're talking about. In many developing nations, a staggering 70%, 70, of young people now see going viral as the single greatest measure of success. Not being a good person, not contributing to society, not even being happy, just being viral. That idea, that's a poison. And it's seeping into the very foundation of our culture. And when that becomes the goal, well, the price just doesn't seem to matter anymore. You get stories like the young man who lost his life trying to get dangerously close to a speeding train, all for a few seconds of a thrilling video that he never even got to see, let alone post. Or the story of the girl who, chasing those views, recorded some inappropriate public stunt. And yeah, the video went viral, but so did the hate. The public shaming was just relentless, and it followed her everywhere until it pushed her to take her own life. And the pattern just keeps repeating itself over and over, with absolutely devastating results. A student, drunk, performing dangerous acts on a live stream. He wasn't looking for help, he was looking for fame. What he found was a hospital bed. These aren't just stories, you guys. They are massive, flashing warning signs about the real-world cost of cheap, instant recognition. So you have to ask the question, right? What is going on here? Why are so many people, especially young people, willing to risk literally everything for a few moments of online fame? Well, it seems to boil down to four really powerful, interconnected forces that are at work in our society right now. First, there's the lure of the shortcut. This idea of the slow, hard path of dedicated work, it's being totally overshadowed by this fantasy of the one-hit viral wonder. Second, we're living in a culture of display. Life isn't really lived anymore so much as it's performed for this invisible online audience. Third, there's the decline of family guidance. As that gap between parents and children gets wider, that empty space is being filled by algorithms and influencers. And finally, when you mix all of that together, what do you get? You get a total erosion of moral values, where that crucial difference between fame and dignity, it just vanishes. And make no mistake, this isn't just about individual tragedies. This collective obsession is carving out deep systemic wounds on the very fabric of our society. The true cost is so much higher than a few viral videos gone wrong. I really want you to think about this. Just look around you. Can you feel it? Can you feel the ground shifting under our feet? This isn't some abstract problem anymore. It is the reality we are all living in. Aren't we watching the very things we say we value just start to crumble under all this pressure? The fallout is real. You can see it everywhere. We're seeing skyrocketing rates of mental illness and suicide. We're seeing the family unit itself fracturing under the weight of this digital obsession. Homes and relationships are breaking. Each one of these crises is a thread, and they're all connected back to this relentless, desperate pursuit of validation from total strangers. It's a social decay that starts on a screen but ends up in our homes and in our lives. So where does that leave us? Do we just give up? Surrender to this digital storm? No, absolutely not. We have to build our defenses. We have to forge a path forward. And that journey starts the second we realize that we have a collective responsibility to do something about it. There's this really powerful saying that feels more relevant right now than ever. It goes, "Feed with a golden spoon, but guard with the eye of a lion." We can give our kids every advantage, every piece of technology. That's the golden spoon. But we also have to guard them fiercely with the wisdom and the watchfulness of a lion from the very real dangers that technology brings with it.
So this is going to take an all-hands-on-deck plan. It has to start at home. Parents, we need to be spending real quality time with our kids because that's where true self-worth comes from, not from a screen. Our schools have to teach moral values with the same fire and urgency as they teach math. As a community, we need to champion positive, real-world activities and guide young people on how to properly use these powerful tools. And this is critical for all of us. We have to start celebrating real role models again. The scientists, the artists, the athletes, people who got where they are through dedication, not a cheap viral stunt.
Look, at the end of the day, this all comes down to a choice. It's a fundamental decision about what we, as a society, truly value and what we're going to teach the next generation to value. The path they're on right now is painful and it is covered in thorns. It's up to us to show them there is another way. We have to teach them the difference between two very, very different things. On one side, you have temporary fame. It's fleeting, it's shallow, and so often it leads to nothing but regret and harm. It's the easy path. But on the other side, you have permanent dignity. Now, this is something that's earned. It's built through hard work, through character. It gives you a lasting sense of self-worth that no number of likes could ever touch. It's not the easy path, but it is the meaningful one. So I'm going to leave you with this final, urgent question. Our youth, they're our future. But if we just stand by and let them continue down this dangerous road, chasing a ghost, what happens when they inevitably come back to us, broken by the very fame they were so desperate to find? Will we have any options left to help them then, or will we just have to admit that it's too late?